Morning, everybody. Ooh. Good morning. If you have a block and it feels better for you to sit on a block in Virasana, so with the shins on the floor and the feet on the floor, then you can have the block there. I like to have the block there anyway. I hope you're all feeling well this morning. I woke up feeling really stiff for some reason, so we'll work through our bodies, see if we can wake up a little bit. I hope you're all well. I feel like I've not been here for ages. So rest your hands on your thighs. And if this position isn't comfortable, even with a block, then you're just going to sit cross-legged. Let your eyes close and let your body settle. Just let your body and mind settle for a moment. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. As open your mouth and exhale, let it go. Now just breathe normally and naturally, but mindfully. Tapping into your inner self, using the breath as the guide. The rhythm that you create is going to support you through your practice today. And as you get used to mindfully breathing, then you'll find that that can help you throughout your day as well. So letting the class time be your practice for your life. Noticing when you start to hold your breath, maybe in difficult poses. Or noticing when you start to breathe a little bit deeper, maybe as we move with a little bit more pace. And every time you notice those differences in your breathing, trying to bring it back to a more regular, natural flow. Keeping everything stable and calm, peaceful. Just keep the breath flowing like that and let your right ear fall towards the right shoulder. I just want you to think about the tip of your nose and see if you can draw a circle with the tip of your nose. And notice how that feels around the right side of your neck. Maybe it changes different at the stretch slightly as you go in the circle. And circle it the other way. And bringing the head back to the center. And lower the left ear towards the left shoulder. And again, nice and easy, just circles with the nose. Yeah? So with the tip of the nose, creating little circles. And taking the circles the other way. And then bringing the head back to the center. Just let the chin drop to the chest. And then turn the face up to the sky. So we want to get a stretch through the front of the throat. And again, chin back down to your chest. And this time, let your shoulders slump forwards and let your spine curve. So you kind of slump over your legs now a little. And then tilting the pelvis forwards, lifting the spine up, drawing the shoulders back, lifting the head up. Trying that a few more times as you exhale, bringing your chin to your chest, letting your shoulders slump forwards, let the spine curve. And then the opposite of that, tilting the pelvis forwards, lifting the spine up and turning the face up to the sky. Last time, bring your chin to your chest, let the shoulders slump forwards, let the spine curve. And then tilting the pelvis forwards, lift up through the spine, shoulders back, head up, chins up towards the sky. Bringing it back to neutral, chin parallel to the floor. See if wherever your knees are, slide the hands towards them. And as you exhale, round into the back, pull onto your knees, chin to chest. Okay, so a few cat-cows here. Drawing the chest forwards, arching the back, squeezing the shoulders back. And again, as you breathe out, rounding into your back, tucking your tail, chin to chest. Tilting the pelvis forwards, draw your shoulders back, arching the back. 2 more times, exhale, round the back, chin to chest. How's it all feeling in your spine this morning? Tilting the pelvis forwards, draw the shoulders back, arch the back. Last time, tucking your tail, rounding your back, chin to chest. So from here, arching the back, drawing the shoulders back, opening up the chest, and then just lay down onto your legs. Reach the arms all the way out in front, forehead down towards the floor. You can stay sitting on the block if that feels good. If you're cross-legged, then obviously just taking the legs to the back and then coming into this child's pose. Breathing in, creep the fingers as far forwards as you can and keep your bum pushing back into your heels. Breathing out. Coming up onto all fours. And if you like, you can pop the block in between your legs just for a little bit of extra strength. Squeeze hold of the block, and it doesn't matter if you haven't got one. Have your hands right below the shoulders, knees right below the hips. As you breathe in, cat-cow in this all fours shape now. So squeezing the block, lift the head and chest up. And then keep squeezing the block as you tuck your tail around your back, chin to chest. 3 more times. Belly drops, lift the head and chest up. As the exhale that you round your back, chin to chest, push the mat away. 2 more times. Inhale, let the belly drop, lift the head and chest up. Exhale, tucking the tail, rounding your back, pushing the mat away. Last time, letting the belly drop, lift the head and chest up. And then exhale, tucking the tail, rounding the back, chin to chest. Good. So hold everything like that. Just tuck your toes under and hover your knees off the floor. Just hold it there. We try cat-cows like this, knees hovering, letting the belly drop, lift the head and chest up and look up. And then exhale, tucking the tail, rounding the back, chin to chest. Try it 2 more times. Inhale, press through the hands, draw the chest forwards, look up. Exhale, the quads starting to fire, tuck the tail, push the mat away, round your back. Last one, letting the belly drop, lift the head and chest up. Stay here and push your hips up into a down dog. That's it. So you might want to squeeze the heels down, wiggle the hips. You're squeezing your block as well, if you've got it there. Making your way into your full down dog shape. Gradually waking your body up, maybe eventually straightening your legs.
Yeah, you might want to keep that little bend so that you have a nice long lower back. And now bend your knees a lot, squeezing onto the block. Try cat-cow here. So draw your chest forwards and arch your back. It's a slight movement. Exhale, tuck your tail, round your back, chin to chest. And again, inhale, squeeze the block if you've got it. Draw the chest forwards and look up. And then exhale, tuck the tail, round the back, chin to chest. Okay, try one more time. Inhale, draw the chest forwards, looking up. And then exhale, tucking the tail, rounding the back. Press the heels towards the floor, more towards downward dog now. And then come up high onto your toes and bring yourself forwards into your plank pose. Lower the knees to the floor, release your feet, and then let your elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Keep the hands where they are. Just draw the shoulders back, lift the head and chest up. Nice little cobra here. And then exhale, lower yourself back down. We're going to rest the head on your hands. And then just let the hips move from side to side. And the block's still there if it feels all right for you. Taking the hands down by your hips, palms face down, forehead on the floor. Breathe in, lift the shoulders up and back. Lift the head up. Push the thighs into the floor. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Squeeze your block. Could you hover your hands off? Could you hover your feet off? The legs off. So keeping the legs long and strong, squeezing the block if you've got it. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing a bit of fire into your back. And then lower back down. You can place the hands underneath you, underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes and we'll push back into your child's pose. Keep squeezing the block. Hips towards your heels, relax over your legs. Toes tucked under so you're getting a little stretch there through your feet. Breathing in and breathing in. Well done. Look forwards and come back up onto all fours. We're going to take the block away. And then take a cat-cow, let your belly drop, lift the head and chest up. And as you breathe out, tucking the tail under, rounding the back, push the mat away. Tuck your toes under, come up into your downward facing dog. And then come up high onto your toes and roll yourself forward into your plank pose. And then take your hips up and back, downward facing dog. I'm going to try that a few times. Rolling forward into your plank. And then taking the hips up and back, downward dog. Last time, coming up high onto your toes, roll yourself forwards into that plank pose. Lower the knees, move with the flow now, so let the elbows brush the rib cage as you lower down. Lift the head and chest up into your cobra, your upward dog. And then let's take it up and back into your downward facing dog, squeezing the heels towards the floor. You keep your feet wide, lift your right leg to the sky, bend the knee and open the hip to get a stretch there through the left leg. And we draw a big circle with the right knee, see if we can get into that right hip a little bit. And then take the circle the other way. And is your breathing still mindful? Make sure it's mindful. Bring your right knee into your nose. And then pop the foot next to your right thumb. And then lower the left knee to the floor. Nice stretch through the front of that left thigh there. Breathing in, draw the head and chest forwards. And then breathing out, coming back onto your left knee, right toes to the sky. Everything is very stiff for me today for some reason. So we go for cat-cow here. It's only a small movement. See what you can do. Breathe in, draw the head and chest towards the toes, arching your back. It might be slight, it is slight for me. And as you exhale, tuck your tail, push the heel into the mat and round into your spine. Again, inhale, draw the head and chest towards the toes. And then exhale, tucking the tail and rounding your back, pushing down through that right heel. You can always have your hands on blocks here as well. Last time, inhale, the chest creeps towards the toes as you try and arch the back. And then exhale, push into the heel and round into your back. Good. All right, so let's step back onto your right foot. Tuck your back toes and then lift the left knee off the floor. We'll come up into a high lunge. Good. Bring your hands heart center for a moment and then tuck your tail under and hover your left knee off the floor. Interlace the hands, draw the hands forwards and then round into your back. Good morning, left thigh, left quad. Now as you breathe in, straighten the back leg and lift the arms up to the sky. Good. And then as you breathe out, lower the hands down, bend the back leg and round into your back. Inhale, lift the arms up, straighten the back leg, lift the chest up. And then exhale, bend the back leg, tucking the tail, rounding your back. Good. Inhale, straighten the back leg, lift your arms up. And then we'll catch hold of left wrist with right hand, lean up and over towards the right. Good. Coming back, hands go down either side, front foot. And then just see if you can straighten out your right leg there. Your hands can be on your block. You can always keep a bend in the knee. Yeah, see what feels good. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Lovely. Bend into your right leg. Hands either side, front foot to the back. Lower the knees if you like, or go down one long plank. Elbows brush the rib cage. Come through into your cobra, your upward dog. Take it up and back into your downward facing dog. Now, how's that leg feel? Breathe in. And breathe out, hips up high. So your feet are wide. Lift your left leg to the sky. Heel into bottom, open the hip, and again, nice circles here just to get into that left hip. Slowly waking up our bodies this Monday morning. And taking a circle the other way. Yeah, bring the left knee into your nose. Plant the left foot next to the left thumb. And then lower your right knee to the floor. So now we've got those sensations again in the right thigh. Feeling that stretch there. You can draw your chest forwards. And just try and relax into the hip, into the leg. Now come back onto your right knee. And then left toes, the foot flexes. So those toes go up towards the sky. We try our cat-cows here. So it's a small movement, but it might feel big. Breathing in, draw the head and chest forwards, trying to arch your lower back. And then breathing out, tucking your tail and rounding into your back. Inhaling, drawing the head and chest forwards, feeling that little arch in your back. And then exhaling, tucking your tail, rounding your back. So you can always have your hands on your blocks here. Last time, inhale, draw the head and chest forwards. And then exhale, tucking the tail, rounding into your back. Really push into your fingertips to help you get more space. Inhale, draw the head and chest forwards. And we're going to step into that left leg. Tuck your back toes, so we'll lift the back knee off the floor and come up into your high lunge. Good, well done. So now bring your hands heart center, and we'll interlace the fingers, push the hands away, and then lower the right knee towards the floor. Tucking your tail, rounding into your back a little bit. Now inhale, lift your arms up and straighten the back leg, lift the chest up. And then as you exhale, lower the hands down, tuck the tail, round your back, hover right knee off the floor. Good. Inhale, lift the arms up, press into the back leg as you lift the chest up. And then lower the hands down, tucking the tail, rounding your back, chin to chest. Nice guys, last time, inhale, lift the arms up, straighten into the back leg, lift the chest up. And then lowering the hands down, tucking the tail, rounding the back. So now inhale, lift the arms up, straighten into the back leg. And then lower the hands down, either side front foot. And start to straighten the left leg. See if you can let go of any tension that's built up there. Breathing in, drawing the chest forwards. Breathing out, hands can be on your block, don't forget that. Nice guys, well done. Palms flat, we're going to bend into your left leg and take your left leg to the back of the mat. And you can go down one long plank, or you can drop your knees, or you can meet me in your downward facing dog. Once you're there, take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Sweep your right leg to the sky. Bend the knee and open up the hip. Bring your right knee into your nose, right foot next to your right thumb. Come up into your high lunge. Lift your arms up, nice and strong, nice and long. Ground the back heel 45. Walk your front foot towards the left side. Spread your fingers away. Flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. And breathe into the side of your body there. Windmill, right hand inside right foot. Left arm up to the sky. Option, forearm thigh as well. And then take it all the way back. Right arm up and over your head. Breathe into the side. So again, right forearm thigh or right hand inside right foot. And then taking it back, reverse the warrior. Right arm up and over your head. Good, so that option, right forearm thigh, right hand inside right foot. Sink down deeper into the stretch. Reach your left arm up and over your head. Now if you've got the right hand on the floor, try and draw the right knee away from your right arm and try and twist the chest more towards the sky. Legs might be talking to you. Breathe into it. Good, and as you breathe out, left hand comes down. Right hand to the right side, pick your back heel up. Walk your right foot over and now work on straightening that right leg. Breathing in. Good. As you breathe out, can you slide your right leg back into a three-leg dog? Yeah, so that right leg high to the sky. And then lower the right foot next to the left foot. Back into your down dog shaped feet, a nice space apart. Alright, sweep the left leg up to the sky. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Bring your left knee into your nose, left foot next to the left thumb. Gradually getting through our bodies. Come up into your high lunge, tucking the tail, lifting the chest up. We're going to ground the back heel 45. Walk your left foot towards the right side. Sit down deeper into warrior two. Alright, so go with the flow now. Flip the front palm, take it up and over your head, reach back towards the back of the mat. And then there's two options, left forearm thigh, right arm to the sky, or left hand inside left foot. Push through the feet as you come back into warrior two. Left arm up and over your head, reaching to the back. And then windmill, left hand either inside your left foot or left forearm onto the thigh. Last time, sweeping it back, reverse the warrior, left arm up and over your head. And there's two options, forearm thigh or left hand inside left foot,
Now take your right arm up and over your head. So if you've got your left hand on the floor, try and draw your left knee away from your left arm. And then try and twist the chest more towards the right. Lovely. Good. Lower the right hand back down. Left hand over to the left side. Pick your back heel up. Walk the left foot over and then work on straightening out that left leg. Good morning, legs. Breathe in. And breathe out. So we're going to sweep that left leg back into a three-leg dog. So however you can do that. And then lower the left foot back down onto the mat. Good. Shake out, whatever needs shaking. Get your feet a nice space apart. You're going to sweep your right leg to the sky, heel into bottom, open the hip. Right foot next to your right thumb. Flow through, once you get there, into your high lunge, lifting your arms up. Rounding the back heel, walk your right foot towards the left side, spread your fingers here. Flip your front palm, reach it forwards, take it back and breathe into the side. Nice guys. We're going to straighten the front leg now, reach even further. And then bring your right arm up and over your head, kick the back hip away, right leg straight, twist the chest to the left, triangle pose. Yeah? Hand can be inside your front ankle, can be behind your left foot, your right foot, sorry. Left arm up and over your head. Try and twist the chest more towards the left side. Breathe in. Good. Now as you breathe out, look down and come back into your warrior two, bending into that front leg. Nice guys, hang tight now. Right hand, forearm thigh, right hand onto a block, or right hand onto the floor. You can take the left arm behind your back. This is enough right here, yeah? Maybe you can hover your right fingers off the floor though. Maybe the right hand can go through the leg, catch hold of the left fingers and draw the top shoulder back. Yeah, breathing in. Can you really draw that top shoulder back and the chin up towards the shoulder? That's it, hold it there, one more breath. See if you can be here. Looking down, release the hands, take them either side front foot. Pick your back heel up, walk your right foot over to the right, and then work on straightening your right leg. Are the legs playing ball yet? Somehow you're going to sweep that right leg back, three-legged up. Bend the knee and open up the hip once you get there. There's a little option to just stay here, or let your right foot fall to the left side into your little wild thing, reaching right fingers to the front of the mat. This left hand on the floor here, imagine that you're trying to unscrew a top on a pot. So you're pushing down through that left hand. Looking to your left hand, right hand down. That's it. And then right foot down, vinyasa or not. Go with your flow. Meet me in downward facing dog. As it gets a little bit more complicated, how is that breathing going? Are we staying calm and steady? This is the practice. All right, left leg sweeps to the sky. Heel into bottom, open up the hip. Bring your left knee into your nose, left foot next to the left thumb. Come up into your high lunge, lift your arms up. Good, nice. We're going to drop the back heel, 45. Walk your left foot towards the right side, find warrior two. Straight out, flip the front palm, reach it forwards and take it back. Find your reverse warrior. So now straightening that left leg, reach the fingers further to the back and then lift the left arm up and over your head. Now there's three options, left hand on the shin, in front of your ankle or behind your left foot. But you want to have your left rib cage nice and long, crown of the head towards the front of the mat. You can take the right arm up and over your head,
but draw your shoulder blade back into its socket there. Can you tuck your tail? Are you breathing calmly? Look down. You're going to bend into your front knee, come back into your warrior two. All right, so forearm thigh, left hand beside left ankle, right fingers to the sky. Wherever you are, right hand can go behind your back. So you can stay here like this, or hover your left hand off, or slide your left hand through the hole in the leg to try and catch hold of the fingers, and then use the hold of the hands to try and draw the top shoulder back. Chin up towards the top shoulder, press your feet towards each other, breathe in. And then breathe out, looking down, release the hands. Are we all alive? Are we breathing? Pick the back heel up, walk the left foot over to the left, and then work on straightening that left leg. Breathing in. As you breathe out, left leg's going to sweep back into a three-leg dog somehow. Yeah. Heel to bottom, open up the hip. Now you're welcome to stay here, or flip the dog over. Left foot lands to the right side, and then reach left fingers to the top of the mat. So I heard somebody say this in my practice yesterday. I was with that right hand, imagine you're trying to unscrew a pot. Yeah, and that really helped me. Our left hand comes down, left foot comes back, plank, vinyasa, your flow. Where would you like to go with it? Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose. Lovely, guys. Take a moment, lower your knees to the floor. Have your knees open, big toes touching, and relax the tummy, chest, head down in between your legs. So, how is your body responding to that this morning? It is Monday, it is a tough day. Maybe this is your first class in a while. So just letting all of that factor into your practice and not being tough on yourself if your body's sore or not playing ball. As the week goes on, it will get easier. Right, looking forwards, come back up onto all fours. Now hopefully the back's feeling a little bit warmer. So walk your hands to the corners of the mat. Chest towards the floor, chin towards the floor. Find that ski slope in your back. Take a breath in. Your chest can always be on a block if the floor is a little bit far away. And as you breathe out, if you feel comfortable in this pose, start to draw your tailbone towards your heels. So it's almost like you're trying to lessen the arch in your back. Walking the hands back underneath you. And then lowering the chest towards the floor. So elbows brush the rib cage and just lower your whole body back onto the mat. And you can rest your hands on your head again and let those hips move from side to side. You're going to bring your left elbow right underneath your left shoulder. Palm flat on the floor. And use that to prop you up, so it's like a half Sphinx pose. Now you're going to bend your right leg in, reach forwards with the right hand, take it behind you, catch hold of your right foot. Now keep the thigh on the floor and start to push the foot into the hand to see if it can help you to lift the chest up. So your foot should be able to stretch through the right shoulder and a little bit of strength through the right leg. All right, and release that. You can lower down, shake anything out.
Now we bring the right elbow underneath your right shoulder, palm flat. Bending in your left leg. Use that elbow to keep you propped up. Reach back, left hand to left foot. Push the foot into the hand and just see if you can keep the chest lifted. You're going to squeeze your left knee into the floor as well. Good. Awesome. Nice release. Rest your head on your hands. Shake out the back, all the muscles in the back. Okay. And then reach back with your right hand. See if you can catch hold of your right foot. And then reach back with your left hand. Try and catch hold of your left foot. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, separate your knees a little. And then start to lift the feet up to the sky. Lift your chest up to the sky so you're in your bow pose. And hopefully you've not had your breakfast. So you can rock forwards and back onto your belly. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale as you lower down. Good. A hand release. Let your head rest on your hands. And let your hips move from side to side. So we can slide the hands back underneath your shoulders. And push into your hands, take your hips back into your heels. Your child's pose should feel quite nice now after all that back work. Forehead down into the floor and just try and really relax here. Try and let go of all your muscles. Try and let gravity help you in this pose. Imagine gravity like a pair of hands coming around and pushing your back down. Coming up to seated on your heels. Okay, so we're going to roll onto one side and take those legs out in front. Into your hamstrings, fingertips by your hips. Lift the head and chest up and then exhale and fall forwards. Be kind to yourself now. Don't force, don't push. It is Monday morning. Take a few breaths. Try not to hunch in your lower back, trying to lift the chest up. Good. And then making your way back up. Point your toes, reach your hands forwards. Maybe you need to shuffle forwards like I do. You start to roll down onto your spine. Feel each of the vertebrae here as you lower down. Good. So, and then we'll bring the feet up so they're close to your bum, and then press the soles of the feet together, knees open, arms up and over your head. So if you felt tired throughout that practice, then just enjoy this moment. Breathing in, feet touching, big toes touching, baby toes touching. Tucking the tail, getting that extra length through your spine so you maybe feel more of the spine on the floor. Breathing in, belly and body expands. Breathing out, body relaxes. We're bringing your knees back up, feet flat onto the floor. Big breath in. And as you breathe out, tucking the tail, push through your feet. Lift the hips up to the sky, and then as an option, you could try coming up high onto your toes, seeing if that helps you to get into the front of the hips a little bit more. Lowering the heels back down onto the floor, and then lowering the spine down nice and slow. If you would like to do your wheel pose, then you can do that now.
or repeat bridge again. Yeah, so breathing in. As you breathe out, pushing through the feet, tucking the tail, lifting the hips up. And then coming into your wheel, fingers towards your shoulders, palms flat, push through your hands and send your chest towards the door. Doing your version, what is it that your body needs? And when you lower down, make sure you lower down onto your shoulders, not onto your head. And then lower each vertebra back down. Okay, step the feet as wide as the mat and windscrew right at the legs. So now you make sure you've got your feet as wide as the mat. And we're going to let the right knee fall into the center of the mat. And then pop your left foot on the outside of your right leg. And then arms go up and over your head. So this is always a little bit sticky on my knee. So I tend to tuck my right foot under. So the foot is pointed and then it feels a bit better on my knee. And then I can push my right hip up by tucking my tail and get an extra stretch through the front of my right thigh. But you might feel it exactly where you are. So that's just a little hint if your knee is hurting or if you're not quite getting a stretch. So you could also be here just with the left foot on the floor. So there's a few options. But we're trying to feel the stretch all through this right leg, up through the right hip, the right side of the body. Wherever you are, bringing your knees right back up. Tucking the tail, resetting. And then lower the left knee to the center of the mat. And again, so I'm going to point my left toes. This is going to help me with my knees. And then right foot on the outside of the left leg. And tucking my tail under to try and push this left hip up so I get more stretch through the front of that left thigh, left hip. And then try to squeeze my left shoulder blade onto the mat. This is where you have to take almost responsibility for your own body here. Where can you feel the stretch and how do you need to adjust it to feel it? Releasing that, bringing the right knee back up and the left knee back up, feet flat. And we can hug the knees into the chest. I have the knees away from each other, the crook of the elbows over the knees. Interlace the fingers and then try and squeeze the thighs down either side of the rib cage. And now can you flatten the back into the mat? So even feel just above the lumbar spine there, right in the middle of the back. Can you try and get right down there? It's an option for Happy Baby, certainly a good one right now. And for me, it's nice here in Happy Baby just to try and straighten the legs, alternating right and left. But this might not be nice for you, so you might want to stay in your Happy Baby. Maybe it feels nice for you to straighten both legs and really try and flatten the back on the floor. So you can be like this is great, or you can take it into plow pose. So it's highly recommended. If you can't quite get into plow pose, you could stay in Happy Baby or put a block underneath your lower back. Then the hips are just a little bit lifted, squeezing your thighs into your chest. Okay, or sweeping the legs up and over your head and letting the toes touch the floor, relaxing into your spine. Whenever you want to come out of that lowering the spine down nice and slow. And then you can extend the feet to the corners of the mat, unless you really feel like there's another pose that you'd like to get done. Hands down by your side, palms faced up. Tuck your tail under and get more of the spine on the floor. Draw your shoulder blades towards your hips. And then settle into this pose, into your Shavasana. You've done super well to even get on your mat this morning, let alone complete the whole class. Just allow yourself this moment to rest and recharge. Every muscle has been woken up, stretched and strengthened. So you can relax in your bodies. Maybe you can hear the rain on your roof. You can just relax into those sounds. And it might be that you have got time this morning. You could be in this pose for as long as you need to. In which case you can ignore me. Or maybe you need to get moving, get on with your day. So start to deepen your breathing. Bring movement into your toes and into your fingers. Your next breath in, reaching your arms above the head, so you do that nice full body stretch. And then roll over onto the right hand side into a fetal shape. Keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to seated to face the front. And sit in any shape that feels good for you. And bringing the hands to the heart center, thumbs into your chest bone. Nice big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Thank you so much for getting up and joining me this morning. Namaste. Notice when your breathing changes throughout your day. So maybe if you get a stressful moment, notice the breath and see if you can calm it down, slow it down like you do on the mat in your practice. Have a great day, guys. Let me know if I can do anything. We're in the studio today, so that's exciting. So if you want to log in online, you can watch or do the class from the studio. And if you want to book in, well, tonight's full, but then there's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so book in if you want to jump in. Good, thank you guys. I shall see you soon.